Today I'm going to be doing an in-depth tutorial on this fall-inspired set that I did. I'm going to be doing isolated chrome and cat eye. So today's inspo is going to be gold brown tones, and I'm really excited about it. I just sprayed my nails with 70% isopropyl alcohol, and I'm just wiping everything down to make sure that there's no oil or dust or anything on my nails. I already did these nails a few days ago, so I'll be posting a application tutorial probably another time. I'm using the cat eye from Galway that I got from Amazon. I bought this in a set of 6, I believe, and the cat eye is so smooth and so silky. I'm not really a fan of glittery cat eyes unless I'm specifically looking for that look. I usually prefer the silkier cat eyes, and this one definitely does that for me. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing everything to one side and then bringing it to the other before moving it all kind of towards the center. So now I'm just going to flash cure this in place so that the magnetic particles in the polish don't move while I do some of the other nails. Now I'm going to be going in with this syrup green from Galway. It's important to do a thin light layer so that way it goes on as evenly as possible. I find with syrup colors like this, it tends to be very streaky easily. Now I'm going to be using this nude pink from Galway as well. I love these polishes because they're the perfect amount of sheer for a nude or jelly background. And on the pinky, I'm just going to do a cute little half nail design. It'll come together when I add the gold stripe to it. After fully curing this, I'm just going to go in with a second layer on each nail, except for the ring finger. To add more depth to the cat eye, doing a second layer just makes the colors stand out so much more, and the magnetic particles just shine a lot brighter. Here I'm going to be just adding a little circular blob to the center of my ring finger, and this is going to be the gem for the design. I like to use a liner brush just to make sure everything's outlined nice and smooth so that it's more of an even circle. Bringing all the cat eye to one side and then moving it around to the center helps it concentrate a lot better. That's literally so satisfying, oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're going to be doing a matte top coat on all of the nails except for the index finger, because I'm just going to leave the index finger a plain cat eye. This specific matte top coat from Beetles is my favorite. I've tried the Galway one, but I found that I still had to wipe with acetone, but with this specific cat eye, I don't have to wipe with acetone at all. So now I'm just going in with the 3D chrome gel, and I love using this for a more edgy look, a more raw look, just because the texture of it isn't super smooth, so it layers very well. I also prefer to do the chrome design for the gemstone first, just because when I go in with the 3D clear gel, I have more freedom with it and I don't have to worry about any chrome sticking to it. Here, I'm just going to be adding these little lines on the top and bottom. Honestly, I just kind of freestyled this. It wasn't really anything super planned. I just knew I wanted some abstract lines. You can just do whatever you're in the mood for. Another thing that I should mention is that I ended up switching my brushes, if you didn't notice, because I find using a thinner brush helps when using the isolated chrome. It just globs the product on much better than the thick one because there's less bristles. I wanted to leave this video more raw, showing the realistic amount of time that it takes me to actually draw these, because I feel like my TikToks are just usually very sped up. Staying on theme with the abstract design, I'm just going to be drawing some random lines with the 3D gel from before. These designs are like kind of my favorite to do because they don't require too much precision, but they are very enjoyable to look at, and it looks so natural, and it reminds me of like a cave with like lots of fun stones. And I'm going back into my ring finger because I was using the thicker brush before, so using the thinner brush just allows me to make it a lot thicker to create that 3D texture better. I'm just going to be going back into my ring finger and drawing some swirls just to fill in that space. And then some cute little dots as well. After fully curing that, I'm just going to go in with my gold chrome. And I pretty much just wipe it on there. I think the main component that makes the isolated chrome work is going to be that matte top coat. I've tried so many different methods, like even just wiping the inhibition layer off of the color itself. However, I find that using the matte top coat is much more effective in getting less glitters to stick to the nail. When it comes to nail art, the layers and the tackiness, it plays a very important role. So it's important to just keep that in mind whenever you're doing any kind of design. And I'm using the other side of the makeup sponge just to wipe off the excess chrome. Now I'm just going to be going into an eyeshadow palette and grabbing that burnt orange color and just putting it directly in the center of my thumb. Next, I'm going to be using the Beetles Builder Gel to fill in that gem in the center of my ring finger. I kind of just float it and let it do its thing. I flip my hand upside down to let the gravity pull it to the center. If you've ever done builder gel, it's essentially the same concept. Tapping it just helps it go faster. So now we're ready for top coat. I recently tried this Galway Builder Gel top coat, and I wanted to try this because I used to layer a rubber base over my chrome to secure it from chipping. Whenever I used one layer of top coat, it would always just chip afterwards. So I've been using this Builder top coat as a 2-in-1 thing, and I've been really loving it. Then I'm just going to flip my hand and let everything float to the center because it is a thicker gel, so I don't want it to be lumpy. And this is the finished product. I love the way that it came out. The cat eye has such a rich color, and this is super cute for the fall. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I usually post short form tutorials on TikTok and Instagram, but this is my first in-depth one. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and all of my socials will be linked below. See you guys next time.